Hi guys, this is Cece here from Cece Sharing Space. In this space, we share views and information on self-development and relationship building. Please subscribe to my channel and click on the notification button and to receive notifications for the new videos. And also, don't forget to click on the like button. Enjoy, thank you. Hi guys, I'd like to speak about a topic about conflict in relationships. Conflicts are parts of the human journey, right? So even in relationships, we'll find, even in marriages, you'll find people have conflicts, have disagreements. It's just about people have different opinions or perceptions about a certain topic or a subject. And in marriage, you will find that because these two people come together from different backgrounds, with different opinions about life, with different perceptions as well. So conflict is a normal thing because we will not always agree with our spouses, with our boyfriends, with our husbands, with our partners. Just as we don't always agree with people outside of our inner circle. So the question is, when you're in a conflict situation in your marriage, in your relationship, how do you cope with that? How do you respond to it? Most people, in most cases, will just get angry. They will now get violent sometimes, and they don't listen and they don't understand that a conflict is a tool of growth as well. Because it depends on how you approach that conflict, how you will approach the topic. Most people will attack the person and not address the issue. So in most cases, people are too emotionally worked up, too invested in that certain topic. You see, so they get so emotional. So in marriages, it can cause a problem because some people will like shut down and don't communicate at all. Others will get violent. Others will just walk out the house and leave and cool off, and then come back and expect to find that nothing is wrong anymore. Others will just continue with the fights, and then they have like what we call a makeup sex, and then the next minute that problem is still there. It's like you're putting it in a closet or a drawer. So if you're just ignoring a conflict situation, it's like you're putting it away for another time, and you keep on piling these issues and piling the issues, and they don't get addressed. So people are afraid to address the issues. That's why they keep on piling them by using different mechanisms, like ignoring, like using makeup sex, and things like that, or just walking away and not confronting to the situation. And I find that maybe 2 months down the line, a month down the line, even a week down the line, even a day down the line, after you think that the situation is now diffused, it's still there. The underlying problem is still there. So the best thing to do in that situation, if you're having a conflict with your spouse, with your partner, with your husband, the best thing to do, in my suggestion, is to face the topic at hand. But don't ignore it because you're just wasting your time. You're just putting something off that's inevitable. That problem will pop up again. That situation will pop up again. So today I'd like to speak about how we as humans can handle conflicts in our relationships. Firstly, the first thing to do, if your mechanism is to go and leave your partner for a while, to give them a cooling space, a time to cool down, you two to cool down, then it's fine. You go and you give that person that space or that period for them to cool down. And then you come back to the house. If you went for a drive or for a walk, when you come back, then you talk. Now you're more calmer. You're now able to tackle the situation. So in most cases, people will start calmly and start discussing the topic or the issue. And then they start getting emotionally worked up now, because now they can see that this person they're speaking to doesn't have the same opinions or points of view as they have. So they start getting emotional. Now they start attacking the person and not the issue anymore. They start getting emotional, arguing and going back and forth and blaming each other for situations, not understanding that in any conflict, there's two people in relationship, and in most cases, or actually in all cases, we all have a part we play in the situation. So we need to now diffuse this situation of conflict and be more um, calmer and more logical and objective in the matter, and basically just attack the situation and not the person. So today I'd like to speak about some tips we can use as people in our relationships and when we're having conflict. We can firstly, be honest. Honesty is a good mechanism. Honest by being honest about your feelings to that person and say, what you said did hurt me. I would like to understand, why did you say that? So then you give that person a chance to say what they need to say. And then you use your listening skills by listening to the person and calming yourself. Because remember, you've already had that period of time of cooling down, and so did your partner. But if you come back and your partner is still hype and still emotional, then you're going to discuss it and say, we'll talk about this in a later time when we both calm. You see, that's why the best thing to do in these type of situations is to be as calm as possible and listen to the next person when they're voicing themselves. So I'm saying honesty is important because some people will come back to the situation and then they won't tackle it. They won't speak about it. They'll rather hide it. Some people find that it's better for them to be quiet and don't voice their concerns or their issues or their grievances in a relationship. So now that's like not being honest, because the person will say, okay, what is the problem? Do you have a problem? Or can we speak about that problem? And you keep on saying, no, I don't want to speak about it. I don't want to speak about it. But inside it's hurting you, so you're not being honest about your feelings. So the first technique you can use is try and be as honest as possible about your feelings. And remember, don't ever handle a conflict situation in public. You rather do this privately with your partner, alone at home. When you're just alone, just you and that person, you can now discuss this thing, because remember that privacy in relationships is very, very important, because the partner might feel that you're disrespecting them, you're not considering their point of view. So it's important for you to always consider the other person's point of view and then respect that person. So one of the greatest techniques is keep your private issues private. Do not tackle your private conflict situations in the public space. Always choose a time and a place that you're just private, you've got privacy, you can talk, you know what I mean, confidentially, just you and the person, and not expose that person to public scrutiny by insulting the person, about blaming the person, and bringing out past things that happened in the past. You see, so it's important for a person to handle or tackle situations when they happen. Don't wait for a long period of time to elapse before you handle and tackle a situation, but also try and be as calm as possible. If you're not able to go for a walk, you might as well just be quiet and just tell your partner, can we speak about this when we both calm, please? You see, so the best thing to do is always remain calm, but then get that communication going between you and your partner. And you find that communication, that two-way communication, can help you both calm down and see that there is a problem here and you can solve the problem or the issue. So another technique you can use, okay, you address that issue and not the person. You're not going to attack the person. You're going to address the issue at hand. And that can be kind of difficult because you're kind of mixing everything together, the person and the issue, what the person did. So instead of saying, I don't like what you did, you just say, I don't like this kind of situation when this happens. I feel uncomfortable when this happens. Instead of you using that word you. Because remember, a relationship is about we. It's not about I. So it's not really about you. It's about we. So you can just say to the person, we can solve this problem together as a couple. So let's talk honestly about our feelings. and then you start speaking and unpacking everything. In very, very difficult situations, most couples they get outside help. They get like a specialist coming in and helping them solve their issues, unpacking their issues. That's when they have counseling, relationship counseling. And that's a very useful technique, but it's normally used when in situations that cannot be resolved by the couple alone. If there's continuous conflict and it turns into violence and the other stuff that's not desirable, then you can actually involve a professional. Okay, then thank you so much for listening to this video recording. I hope that you did enjoy it and it was helpful. I will have a second part. Thank you.